up, everyone? Illicit Ghost coming back with another video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe immediately. Don't even watch the video. Just subscribe now. Hurry up. Do it. You got like 5 seconds. Matter of fact, you're done. What I'm bringing to you is a problem that has been in existence since before I joined, all the way up to the point of me currently still being in the military. And what that problem is people in the civilian world and in the military that are not infantry, they seem to believe that just because you choose infantry, you have no valuable skills to transfer over into the workforce, into the civilian sector to get a job. And some people don't even believe that you can even get a job being in the infantry. I am here to contradict all of that information today. Okay, in the Army, regardless if you're infantry or not, but the basic average pay without the additional bonuses or additional payments going on to your salary yearly from private to sergeant is $19K to $28K. After we get into the jobs, I'm gonna break down the different qualities, attributes, characteristics, whatever you wanna call it, where you have skills that transfer over into the workforce. Border Patrol agent. Outside of the exam, what is required to be a Border Patrol agent is 1 year of general work experience or a bachelor's degree. What they're really looking for in the hiring process are applicants that have good composure in a stressful environment, have the ability to take charge, and are able to have good sound judgment. The beginning salary at the entry level for a Border Patrol agent varies between $41,000 a year to $74,000 a year. Police officer, now this is gonna vary because every state and every department is different. So this is just a general idea of the police departments and what I researched. They're looking for a bachelor's degree or an associate's degree or 30 credit hours or a combination of credit hours and active duty service, or they're just looking for a specific number of active duty years. That job, you can roughly find salaries between $32,000 a year to $72,000 a year. All right, correctional officer, this is also another one that's dependent on the state and the agency. It all can vary. Pretty much all you got to do is apply. Some agencies let military personnel or people with degrees skip the exam. In general, salaries on an entry-level basis vary between $32,000 and $50,000 a year. Armed security guard or armed security officer. Pretty much, if you just apply and you're able to carry a firearm or you have a firearm license, depending on the state, you'll probably get the job. Those jobs typically range around $12 an hour to $17 an hour. CIA police officer. What they're looking for is pretty much prior military or a law enforcement experience, or have an associate's or a bachelor's degree. That salary for that job ranges between $59,000 to $80,000 in a year. I would suggest going on their site and actually researching more jobs to see if anyone else actually qualifies for something outside of that. Private contracting. A lot of people already know about this, but there's some that don't. This is another way to do a lot of general things or security type things in a private sector and earn between $30,000 to $60,000 in a year. Pretty much all you have to do is apply. Border Protection Officer, which is different from Border Patrol Agent. What they require is a bachelor's degree or 3 years of work experience. And the big thing that they're looking for is having the ability to meet and deal with people. They also take into consideration through the hiring process of having some college credits and some work experience. The salary for this job on entry level is between $33,000 a year to $86,000 a year. There are plenty of other jobs out there you can get as infantry. This is just a general idea of what you can get. Now we're going to talk about the skills that you can take from the infantry into the civilian sector. Combat stress exposure. A lot of jobs want to make sure that you're not going to break when the rubber meets the road, and you can think and have a level head when things get tough, when they need you to perform and carry out mission success. Other things are operating and maintaining radio equipment, weapons, and essential survival gear. Other things may include operating and maintaining radios, weapons, and essential survival equipment. Combat lifesaver, being proficient in basic medical tasks for combat injuries. Physical fitness, being a leader, being able to overcome fear, being able to push past typical civilian barriers, mental and physical. Tactical advantages. They include but are not limited to air assault operations, repelling from helicopters, room clearing, and waterborne operations. And also the most important one that you can transfer over into the civilian world, not just in careers, but just life in general, is weapon and trigger discipline. All right. So with this basic overview, we all know now that being in the infantry doesn't mean you won't be able to get a job, or it means that it'll be hard for you to get a job. If anything, it's easily transferable into the civilian sector, depending on what you want to do, that is. I mean, I'm not saying join the infantry if you want to be a doctor, or join the infantry if you want to be a basketball coach at a college level or something. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, infantry has specific jobs in America, in the civilian world, that are pretty similarly related. You can't really argue that with me. I mean, you look up the stats, it speaks for themselves. Research at Google. I know all you all are on internet. A lot of you internet warriors over there think you know everything. So before you try to argue, do the research. All right, so that's the end of the video. I hope you all gained a lot of information, especially the people that haven't joined the military yet, or were debating on whether they wanted to go infantry or not, and the people that were worried about jobs and what they were going to do after they get out if they were in the infantry. So I hope this video helped. Till next time, stay tuned, like and subscribe.